Hi everyone. This is that South African video that Anon asked for. Um, it's going to take a while, so I might have to upload it to YouTube and embed it because there's a lot to say actually. Well, first Anon wanted to say Chloe. This is Chloe, and she's my kitty, and I love her. Yeah. Okay, she doesn't like that. I'm sorry. Okay. Now on to the more important stuff. Let's see. You wanted to know about like artists and bands. So a couple of really good bands that are from South Africa are Seether, which is like rock alternative, and then there's Freshly Ground, which I don't know if you guys know the song Waka Waka by Shakira for the FIFA. There's that one part where it's not Shakira singing, it's like another person. Yeah, she's the lead singer from Freshly Ground. And they sing what we call in the Eastern Cape road music, but more, they make it more, I guess, like poppy, like pop music. And I'm not big into pop music, but because it's got like so much traditional African influence in it, it's actually really, really cool. And of course, everybody knows Die Antwoord. Shit band, shit music. I really do not like. They give such a bad name to South Africa. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah. Anyway, some artists. I don't know any really famous artists. I only really know about like the artists that were doing resistance art during apartheid. So that's like oh man, I can't even remember all of their names. But like some really, really famous works are like Patience on a Monument, The Butcher Boys. If you look them up, you like Jane Alexander did The Butcher Boys, and Susan someone did Patience on a Monument. But they're really good artists. My mom's an artist from South Africa. She's not like famous, but her work's kind of popular. And yeah, but there's most of the art you'll see is got to do. It's like township art, and it's like art of the landscape and everything, and like how they kind of give you more of the like image of poverty in South Africa, but they're actually like really well done. So they're actually really, really nice. Like beadwork's really popular. You can find people selling it on the side of the road. They make like really cool. I wish I had my keys with. I have like a couple keychains that were made with bees and wire and stuff. Really, really cool stuff. They make bowls, and it's actually unbelievable. And so you wanted to know about food. Well, first off, you know barbecues. Australians call them barbies. You know, we call them braais. It's kind of a weird name. I don't know where it comes from. Dutch influence, obviously, because it's Afrikaans. But what you'll usually find, like a very South African braai, is like pork chops, lamb, a potjie, which is like a big metal bowl that you put right onto the fire, and you make like a stew or like a soup in there, and it's usually like got chili in it. It's really, really good. That's usually like a lamb potjie is like really popular. And of course your steaks, your chicken's really popular as well. Especially if it's like lemon, and like I want to say sauce, the basing is like lemon. It's really, really popular. We also do like fish on the braai, which of course with the chili, curry is really, really popular in South Africa. I think most people eat curry, and of course they like have all these different influences. So it's like Indian, Malay. It's like all these like really different spices, and of course we use Indian spice along with South African spices. So our curries are like world renowned. They're actually really, really good. I've never tasted any curry better than a South African curry. Samosas, which are like those like triangular like pastry things, they're really, really good as well. They're usually like they're deep fried, and they've got like some sort of mint, so it's either like mushroom mint or chicken mint. Also really spicy, like really hot. It's really good. You can tell I like hot things. What else? Well, I could talk about like, I already like discussed this with Adam, like weird things that we do or say. So like for example, when we're talking about medicine, we won't say medicine, we'll say muti. And I think that has something to do with the like witch doctors or the shaman, you know, and that's what they call like their remedies or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm just like this educated guess, kind of. And then, of course, as I mentioned in my last video, the accent one, we don't say sneakers or trainers or runners or anything that they call them anywhere else. We call them tackies, and it's a really Afrikaans thing, and I don't know why. If you're Dutch, it probably means something to you because Afrikaans is really Dutch. I have no idea. It's tackies. And then band-aids, you know, like the things, we call them plasters. I think that's also a really British thing. I don't know, because I mean, I was born and raised in South Africa most of my life, so I actually have no idea. I don't think there's really anything else. Oh, like you know those Tupperwares? We call them buckies, and the really strange thing is those like, I guess in America you would call them trucks, but they're like the back's open, you know, and sometimes they have like a roof over them. We call those buckies as well. So we use like a lot of words that mean completely different things, but they are spelled exactly the same and they sound exactly the same. I don't know if that's like also a Dutch thing. It's a really Afrikaans thing. I think. I don't know. My dad's Afrikaans, so you know. Also, like as I said before, the fizzy drink is not soda or pop. It's cool drink or cold drink or coolies. Like, you know, you want your coolie. It's kind of weird. Activities we do. I guess we do the same as everywhere else in the world. I mean, there isn't really, if you live in like modern South Africa, you know, like in the cities, you know, I guess it's TV, games, you know, just regular things that everybody else does. But if you live more in the township parts, they don't really have games and stuff, and it's actually really sad. They make like soccer balls out of plastic bags and rope or like string, and they skipping ropes. They make their own rope that they use for skipping, like hopscotch. You know, if they play with what they can get. I mean, their parents, you also make this. They make stuff for the kids. I can't explain. Like, they take like tin cans, so like Coke cans or like Fanta or whatever, cream soda. Oh, our cream soda, it's green. It's really weird. I don't know if it's like that anywhere else in the world, but like it's really strange. You know, usually it's like see-through. Ours is green. Anyway, but they take these really colorful cans and they'll make like cars and stuff out of them. It's really cool. Like they'll cut them up, flatten them, and they'll make like cars. So they make stuff like that for their kids. They also sell stuff at the airports like that. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I guess when you don't really have anything, you try and do what you can. And I mean, I've gone and I've stayed in a like a shanty town for a week, and it was strange because, you know, there aren't just like running taps. You have to go and you have to go look for water, and then you have to boil the water to purify it and get all bacteria out. And it's really different, you know. I mean, people don't understand what they have to go through, and it's really sad that they're in the position. I can't talk today. They're in the position that they're in because, I mean, those kids, they're really great kids. You know, they're like really fun to they're fun to hang out with. I mean, playing with them, and you know, they make their own clothes, and some of the stuff they make is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I have my own like African outfits. It's really great what these people do, and I mean, it's fantastic. But other than that, I mean, we go surfing. Like people, especially if you're in the Eastern Cape, we have the best waves in South Africa. Like some of the best waves in the world, apparently. So surfing and scuba diving and anything to do with the ocean is like really big. There's also a lot of like arts and stuff. So you know, if you're really into theatre, there's a huge opera house where I'm from, and I've worked there last summer. Well, American summer, South African winter. I work backstage, and kind of embarrassing, but for High School Musical, and I mean, it's just the whole ambience of being there. It's really great. Also, lots and lots of there's like jazz in the park, art in the park, and it's all the same park. It's really cool though. It's by this high school that my mom used to work at, and the kids are really I guess it's more there's like the private schools and then the government schools, and the government schools you have to pay for, but they're not expensive as the private schools, and the private schools are like they have their own textbooks and everything. I went to a private school. But the government schools, they're very like culturally rich. They're not like private schools are really like religious, so you don't really focus on culture as much as you do on religion. So like every day you go to mass and you have your prayers and everything in class, and it's really strange. But then at governmental schools, they don't really do that. I mean, they have mass like every Friday, but then they focus more on their schoolwork and everything, which is really different than what I'm used to. And they're very like the school my mom taught at, Victoria Park. It was very like culturally rich. Like they were very into like dance and stuff, and they had actual classes that just focused on African dancing, which I thought was really, really cool. And I mean, I was like blown away. I was like, in my school, we learned about Jesus, we didn't really, I mean, we did like math and everything, I mean, of course, but I guess it's just the whole, money, whatever. Anyway, what else? I don't really know what else to say. I mean, I could go on for hours about apartheid. I really don't feel like it. I'll probably start crying, and I'm hysterical when I cry, so I'm not going to. I'm not sure, man. I think that's about it. I mean, there isn't really. I mean, I could talk. There's like all the different cultures, I guess. I mean, we have lots of Indian influence in South Africa. There's lots of course, like the Afrikaans, which are the like Dutch influence. Then there's the English South African, which I am. Sometimes I sound Afrikaans, and that's just because I'm from the Eastern Cape. We have very flat accents. It's kind of terrible. It's really nasty. Anyway, and then you get the isiXhosa people, and I probably did the click really, really wrong because you have to do it a certain way. But and those are like the Black South Africans, and we have a lot of Zulu people in South Africa now because of what's going on there. So there's like a lot of different cultures. There's also a lot of like Korean and Chinese people in South Africa. So we have like all our foods are like really mixed together. It's like I told you, like our potjies is like really Indian, but it's also like Dutch at the same time. So we're really mixed. There's nothing. I mean, there's still prejudice. I mean, it's really. There's lots and lots of poor black people, and there's lots and lots of rich white people. But at the same time, you get like really, really rich black people and like really, really poor white people. It's not like it used to be, but it's still really bad. Like the racial problem and everything. And Indian people and the Asian people are like middle class, and it's really sad actually, because it's really sad that the society that we live in South Africa still demands that there needs to be this racial imbalance, and it's just not imbalance but like prejudice, and it's really it's almost devastating to go back to South Africa after being there so long and thinking, what the fuck, honestly, like that's the first thing that comes to mind. Because I mean, I lived in the States, I lived in the Bible Belt, so also it was also like really racist, but there was still like black people weren't poor, they had like really good jobs, they were lawyers and stuff. In South Africa you get that, but it's not as common as the white lawyer, and then being here in Prague, and I mean nobody is the same, I'm the only South African in my school. Well, I'm in high school, but like it's really going back to South Africa and seeing the racial differences is really scary. It is. And I mean how unsafe it is compared to everywhere else. And I mean, I feel really bad for like American tourists that go there, because in America they're so safe, they don't actually realize it, and they do the stupid things like they do in Michigan, like they leave their cars running while they go to the shop, and their car's not going to be there when they get back. But in Michigan that was fine, so I guess it's really difficult to it's I mean, you guys are probably understanding what I'm saying, but you don't actually understand, like, unless you lived there. So yeah, but I don't know, it's just, it's cool, and it's not at the same time, but I love my country. I will forever be South African. I may not sound as South African as I used to. My Afrikaans is absolutely shot. It used to be like my first language, and now I speak more Spanish than Afrikaans, which is really sad. But I mean, that's what happens. People want to get away from South Africa, and that's not really what you should do, because it's such a beautiful place. I mean, if you ever get the chance to go there, do. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid like leave your car running or unlocked, but you know, it's really a beautiful place to be, and especially in the Transkei and it's really such a, it's a beautiful, there's no other way to describe it. I mean, there's nothing like an African sunset, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I've already used up 16 minutes. I'm gonna have to embed this video, and ugh, I hate doing that. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed, and I don't know, I'll see you, maybe I'll make another video sometime soon. Okay, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, okay, oh, also, oh no, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, anyway, doesn't matter. See you guys, bye.